Welcome to a little bit of everything with Tio. I missed everything.
It's your boy Tio. We back with another episode. I need y'all to like, share, subscribe,
Yes, sir.
all
Yes,
that.
sir. Catch us on YouTube, of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, Tio. You got it this time around.
Talk, talk to
The Thunder, 103, Pacers 91. It was an interesting game to say the least. But I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna start
It
off with
was.
Haliburton. 9 points in 6 minutes.
Yep.
Go down with a crazy
Yep.
Achilles tear, similar to the injury that KD had. Off the calf to the Achilles.
I, I ain't want to say nothing, but I had a feeling that was
I
gonna happen,
mean, it's
man.
and it's
That's
the
terrible.
exact situation that Kevin Durant was in. Like, it,
That's what I'm saying. And he said he knew the risk and all that. I'm like, man, this shit probably. I ain't want to say nothing on camera or to you or nothing like that to put the energy out, but I was like, I had a feeling in my gut like this gonna happen. It
and it's
did
like,
early.
bro, I had the same reaction he did when he went down. Like, he immediately was like, no, like he knew what it was. He knew immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, he was eating that flow, man. I felt all the
right, yeah,
feelings
I
for
definitely
him, man.
felt bad for him. But to the game, other than his quick 9 points, he started off hot. I thought it was gonna be over for you. I'm telling you, I thought it was gonna be over. But
And we ain't never seen him ever start
just
like
that
that
one game against
aggressive.
the Knicks when he had that 32.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
But
this
yeah, he
series,
came out
like,
on all cylinders too. I think that was. I mean, if we could say if for a lot of things, but I feel like if he would have been in it, they probably would have won that game, bro.
I
Well,
don't know, bro, because he could have slowed down. He could have slowed down.
but that's the
With him doing all that scoring, the team probably wouldn't have been as hot as they was.
you could
TJ
in
still
the
did his thing
in the third
while he
quarter.
could. I'm just saying though, bro, like anything could have happened. But when he went down, for the most part, they were still in
Oh yeah,
it
they kept
though.
fighting. They definitely kept fighting. Like
They was in there, bro. They took a lead at half, came out, was decent. Then OKC got that little drive going. It's a wrap after that. No looking back.
yeah, and aside for that, SGA had a 29 points, 12 assists,
They
5 rebounds. Jalen Williams 24 and 4. Chet Holmgren showed up big, 18 and 8.
Joe Benny, biggest
Right,
game of the season.
6 for 8 from
Yeah,
the field, 1 to 2 from the 3-point line. And you had
come
Wallace and
on.
Caruso both with 10 points. It was a pretty solid team game. Although SGA and Williams didn't shoot that well.
Hey, they did what they needed to
Yeah,
do to
they
win.
did.
Uh,
I feel like a lot of this series, what kept the Thunder back was their inefficient 3-point shooting. Like the previous game, they
mhm.
shot terrible. This game, they shot 27%. And then on the other hand, on the Pacers, Mathurin had
Jeez.
24 off the bench. McConnell, a solid 16 and 6. The majority of that in the third quarter. Nimhard, 15, 6, and 5. Halliburton, of course, with his 9, and Siakam with 16 and 4. One thing I noticed, Neesmith, bro, he got to be a little bit less physical, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
he played like he playing
yeah,
football.
he definitely did. What did you take from the game?
Man, OKC they did what they had to do, bro. No matter how bad it got, through the ups and downs, the bad shooting, the 3-point shooting percentage. They did what they had to do, bro, to get that dub, and I knew they would. I didn't care how close it got. It could have been. I honestly feel like if Holly wouldn't went down, they would have started playing better D towards that second half, and like they would have been on him. So it probably would have been a closer. I would have said maybe 4.6 point win, but I still feel like it was their time, their
I
night,
mean,
and they
and
got that
SGA
win,
was
boy.
2 for 12 from the 3-point line. Jalen Williams was 2 for 7. Lou Dort was 2 for 9.
But he's not a 3-point shooter anyway.
I mean,
Oh,
you
Shay.
might say he's
Nigga.
not a 3-point shooter, but he's good at all three levels.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Two for nah, for sure. Hey man, I choose not to focus on that today, man. They champion. If they would have lost, I'd have been like, yeah, man, they got I mean, but they champions, dog. I don't even know why
Hey
he got
man,
that
you gotta
jersey
support
on.
the man, man. He went down. He should have been a champion today,
Nah, for sure.
or he should at least.
And to be honest, I hate that he went down because he had a good start and I want to see what he was gonna do. And also too, a little bit, I hate that he went down because I know a lot of people gonna say, yeah, if he would have been up, they were gonna win this game and all that. But bro, we
Oh yeah,
never know. We
that's
don't
why I
know
say
what
it's
would
a
have
lot of
happened.
ifs. Anybody can say if.
Yeah, man. They could have stepped up on D and like let everybody else get their shot off, but like lock Holly down second half or whatever, second quarter, whatever. I don't want to go off them ifs, but they the champions, so we gotta celebrate them
And
as
then
champions.
this year in the NBA it was 8 Achilles tears. Jason Tatum, Damian Lillard, and Halliburton all were the number 0, and all had Achilles tears in the playoffs, bruh.
That's crazy, bro. Something changed.
I know
Something
Jay
changed.
Williams was saying on First State he think it's like the pace of play, like they just running
Yeah, that makes sense.
because they healthier and they are more in shape than athletes with past. And at this point, man, it's like, bruh, if you think about it, if Dame Lillard can play, the Bucks have a chance. If Tatum can play, the Pacers might not even be in it. And if Halliburton can play, the Pacers might win a championship. These are all like non-contact injuries, bro.
I see flaws in all them ifs, though. I'm gonna be honest.
That's why they.
I'm gonna keep betting with you. Milwaukee not getting far. They're not getting to the championship. With Tatum, they look like they was gonna lose to the Knicks with Tatum. And like I said about Holly, like anything could have happened, but going off his like what he was giving off in the first quarter, first 7 minutes of the game, like it definitely looked like it was gonna be a close game. They had a chance to win this game, but my gut still told me that OKC was gonna win even with him out.
But once he go down,
It worked out like it's
but
supposed
once
to,
he go
man.
down, it's like, oh yeah, this game over. They can fight all they want.
Yeah, I know. I think 80% of people thought that, but even I felt it a little bit, but I ain't 100% think that because I know basketball and I'm like, I'm going for OKC and it's like a lot on this game. I'm even betting motherfuckers. So I'm like, I don't want to get cocky. I don't want to be thinking too much. Like, I'm like, man, I'm gonna let this shit play out, see what's going on. And then they come out still playing.
Yeah,
They were hot, hitting threes left and right, especially Nimhard. I mean, yeah, Nimhard.
yeah. Nimhard is pretty solid, and
And everything he was throwing up
yeah, he was
quick.
5 for 6 from the 3-point line. A lot, a lot like it was in that
Them
Knicks
bitches
game when he
dropped.
took over. What was I going? Oh, McConnell. He had a decent game. It looked a lot better than the stat sheet would show. He had 7 turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers what killed them. What killed them
Oh
as a
yeah,
team,
definitely.
period. But
They
yeah,
had
definitely him.
21 turnovers, 21 to
Yeah,
8.
that definitely.
They're definitely.
I feel like most of them came in the second half though. Like the crowd got more into it. Like the momentum had changed. Like it was just destined. It felt like, you
And
know what I mean?
I think, man, I forgot who it was that they asked about it. Oh, Obi Toppin was pretty much like it kind of took him out of his game.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah, it looked
that's a
like
part of, yeah. He didn't have a very good game, but that's part of basketball. And
yeah,
honestly, like with
anything can go.
Halliburton going down next season already over for the Pacers.
That's another thing I was thinking about too. Like, man, shit. And if they wasn't playing OKC, I probably would have been going for them, bro. That's how it really was. Like, I ain't hating on them boys. I want them boys to do good. I wouldn't mind if they got a ring next year. But with him going down, it just seemed like
And I know they were
shit.
saying that since he's going down, they're probably not going to pay Miles Turner. So in a sort, it's going to probably be a lot of changes. I do see them keeping of course Siakam because he just got paid. McConnell,
Yeah, he
Naismith and
got
them
paid.
hard, Obi and Matherin, of course. But those other guys, who knows? And then they might have to trade for another point guard.
Uh, I mean,
And at
yeah,
this point, next year the East wide open.
I take a chance with TJ.
But you missing Hallie. That's you can say what you want. How good TJ is. TJ Nash is very good, but you need something to fill in that other spot.
Like you do, you always gotta have some reserves and all that just in case, and like to give people a break and all that. I'm just saying though, like you thinking like he ain't show his full potential because he wasn't a starter and it was Holly team. But if Holly not there and he getting all the reps, he gonna get more used to being that number one player. You know what I'm saying? So like, I give
Oh
him a
yeah,
chance. I ain't saying it's gonna work, but I
yeah.
would give him a chance.
Unless they were to get somebody like a Trey Young or something, he should definitely get that opportunity to be the starting point guard. I mean, I'm just throwing Trey Young out there. I don't see that happening. I'm just saying, but yeah, he should definitely get that opportunity because he's definitely got the skill. I think more than anything, he got the knowledge of the game. TJ,
I just like how
yeah,
he play, man. He can get his own bucket. It don't matter who guard him. You could be 7 foot. That man just he could find a way to get a bucket, bro.
he know how to make things
He's
happen.
he's a real point
Right?
guard. He not the point guard who just want to facilitate and maybe score. He gonna play D too, bro. He gonna get you steals. He gonna try to get you rebounds, like deflections, all that, man. Like I love that boy. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give him a
bro.
shot.
Only thing I got against him is you with the TJ and Halliburton comment you made the other night. Other than that, I'm on the TJ Nash train because really, like,
Yeah.
when Pete said that, I started noticing it. Like he is like Nash is a Nash type.
He
It's,
is.
I mean, of course, Steve Nash
He
was
is, bro.
different, but he definitely is that type of basketball player. Of course, SGA was the Finals MVP, add more accolades.
You knew Snake was gonna give it.
Man,
So how you feel about that conversation when they say off his accolades and all that, he's Hall of Famer
SGA.
already? Yeah.
I mean, if they would have gave him the MVP last year, it would be more of an argument. I'm going to say Hall of Famer. He's going to be one.
Right. Yeah,
And
facts. I
like
agree.
I heard a lot on podcasts today, them saying like, do you think they are one of the historically great teams?
Yeah.
Historically great. I think they will be. They might not continue to win championships, but they're going to continue to be dominant. Like
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
most part, they're going to have the same team. They got an early pick in the draft this year. Then they got like I think 10 picks over the 10 first round picks over the next 5 years or something like that. So if they lose a player, I mean, not that everybody replace for. If they lose a player, they replace a player. They set for the future. And like far as that greatest teams thing, I heard a couple teams like
It's
the
too early.
Heat, the 16 Heat with Bosh, Wade, and Braun, the Thunder, the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq, the Bulls.
It's too
This
many.
team could fight with teams. Of course, they're not gonna beat the Heat. They wouldn't beat the Warriors. The Warriors with KD at least. But like you think about it, bro, like SGA is essentially just not as flashy. Like you said, he a little boring. He just that damn good. But I feel like you can put him in that not up to their level, but you can put him up there with not up there, but in the category with Jordan, Wade, um, Kobe. Like
I agree.
he can win the game by himself, bro. Even on a bad night, he's still putting up 30. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
But one thing he
Yeah.
gonna have to worry about next year though, the Houston Rockets. Kevin
Now that
Durant was traded for Dylan Brooks,
yes,
Jalen
sir.
Green, the number 10 pick, and 5 second-rounders. And I see a lot of talk about who won this trade. Who you think won?
Rockets.
And why is that?
Because they got KD. They gave away Green, who they wasn't sure about. You kept Amen, which is great. You got what's
Sengun,
the Sangoon stay. What's your boy?
Van Vliet.
Yeah, come on, bruh.
They
They
won. I
won.
mean, but I wouldn't
They
say the
won.
Suns lost.
But if you have to have a winner in this, is
Yeah,
the
because
Rockets.
you plug in KD and you turn a playoff team into potential. Who know how far they can go? Honestly, like most people,
Them boys start gelling, man.
and like most people said, at the end of the game, they ain't know who to get a ball to. And then you got, in my opinion, the best score, the most efficient scorer in the history of basketball.
And baby Yoke get another year under his belt. Oh my God.
Thompson still developing,
Yes. Third
and
year.
they get
Whew. That's when it get
yeah
good.
they got a roster, and then you add in KD, they gonna be something to watch, bro.
Houston, my
They
day.
they definitely gonna be something to watch. But
So they looked good this year, even with Green being up and down. They still looked good. Like they had a
and even
chance.
then, like the Suns, I saw that they should be shipping out Jalen Green anyway. I'm assuming they get draft picks out of that because you know they trying to get back a lot of what they lost over the last.
That says a lot. They ain't want to keep him.
Yeah, yeah. But like, I know they said the Timberwolves had came in heavy trying to get him, but he told them he didn't want to go there.
Damn, nobody want to go there. KD didn't want to go there.
Supposedly KD,
Is it because it's cold?
supposedly KD is cold weather, and then
They don't want to go
they
play
still
with
got
cold.
Steven Adams, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr. They got a solid squad, bro.
Yeah,
And
like
I know they were saying Eason could replace Dylan Brooks on the defensive end. And like they long. I think Van Fleet might be their smallest player on the team.
yeah,
But yeah,
I like it.
I would say the Rockets won, but the Suns didn't lose. They got the 10th pick in
Nah,
the draft. And then,
nah,
like we were saying the other night, like in the NBA draft now, you don't know what you're gonna get, bro. You might get somebody that's in and out the league before you know it at this point, because players not developing. So them draft picks
true.
could have been, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Give me a player when picks any
Unless
day.
unless
I'm
you got
proven.
Sam Presti and he know how to pick players. Like, bro, I didn't even know Jalen Williams went to Santa Clara today.
Damn, me either.
Like, so they said he pretty much not discovered him because obviously people knew about him, but that was his pick. Like he decided to go out there and get him.
Well, damn.
Now all eyes on Giannis. And even then, before we get into Giannis, I know they said the Heat had opportunity to get him, and let me pull it up right quick. The players that were supposed to be, I'm trying to remember. They were saying Jamie Jaquez Jr., Highsmith, and draft picks, and they didn't pull the trigger.
Mm,
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell
damn.
Pat Riley doing. Because
Like, what's
in that
going on
situation,
here?
you have Bam, Hero, and KD.
Man, shit.
Pat got
I would love to
Pat had
see
the
that.
opportunity to bring them back, and of course they said the
Yeah.
Spurs they weren't aggressive. I feel like the Spurs had their best package, honestly, because they give you well.
What you think
I
they
wouldn't even
trying to
say the
do?
best package, but they give you talented youth and better draft picks. Like, bro,
But you said they weren't really putting no
yeah, they
pressure
said they
on.
won't put no pressure on 'em. They weren't really trying to.
You think they gonna?
I think they go.
You think they gonna run with
Yeah, I
who
think they
they
gonna
got?
stick with what they got. I mean, Castle, he only averaged 13 points last year, but like I said, I feel like if he was on the team by himself, he would really break out. And it's rare for
Yeah.
Ricketts to be like that at this point. But yeah, now all eyes on Giannis.
Giannis ain't doing
I
shit,
don't think he
man.
is, bro.
He's
I don't think he
playing,
is,
man.
and even
Take
now,
some money.
like we can almost for certain count the Pacers out next year. They might make the playoffs, but it'd be a late seed. Then we can almost certainly count out the
Right.
Celtics. They probably will make the playoffs, but I don't see them getting far.
Oh, let's see what Jalen gonna do, man. Let's
But
give
at
him a
this point, do
chance.
you keep Porzingis or you let him go? Like they s- they still
Uh,
they
I
still
think he got
spending
to
a
go.
crazy amount of money. Like
I
the
think he got to
Bucks
go.
could be a big dog in the East next year in this situation. I mean, you still got to worry about the Knicks though, of course, because the Knicks gonna come back and it's gonna. If I was looking forward to next year, I would say Knicks Cavaliers are the only two teams in the East that you should worry about. At least as a at least
Yeah,
as of today.
facts. Right. Yeah. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So
When Dane come back?
I think they were saying probably midway through the season. Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, that's enough, but
So
ooh,
we're looking at
ah,
Tatum and Halliburton both probably being out for the season.
that is crazy, bro. That's
That's
sad.
crazy, like sports, bro. Like you can go
That's
down at any second.
yeah,
And
nah, for
honestly,
sure.
I think other than his 9 points in 6 minutes, I think if he doesn't play, the Pacers have a better chance to win. I mean, if he, of course, I'm comparing him getting hurt to him not playing. Because at that point, you know from the
Mhm.
beginning of the game that you're gonna have to do it without him. But then you see his injury. Not to say all players' mindsets change once they see their best player go down, but more than likely,
It's just you're gonna be sad
yeah,
regardless. Whether it really like affects your game, you're gonna be
right,
sad
right.
regardless.
I heard Jalen Williams saying like, Halliburton had a decent season, had a great playoffs, but like he felt bad for him. But he said they had to keep their foot on gas. They had to go ahead and put him away.
For
And I mean
sure.
that's how you got to
Had
play.
to.
Because if they would have lost that, Um, Sam Presti,
Man,
of course, I think it's the best to do what he do, but he would have been talked about all day today. The coach would have been talked about.
man, they would have been
Yeah,
shitting on him.
they would act like they want the best team in basketball this year, and
Right,
that's
facts,
just sports media,
facts,
bro. Like I know Stephen A. would have called for
facts.
Sam Presti job, even though he
Yeah,
built
you
the best
already
team in
know.
basketball, like through drafting and a trade here and there. Like everybody else is finna do it.
Like,
Everybody else
hell,
is finna do what Sam Presti did.
like, I don't understand how hard
Right,
this
bro?
shit
Like, come
is.
on, bro.
To win.
Like they say, it was I believe 8 different teams in a row to be in the final from the East. Like no team has been consecutive in the East,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yep. Shit hard. That's why I feel so bad for the Pacers too,
oh
man.
yeah,
Dog, y'all were this close. Y'all lose y'all top player, and y'all might not never get back to this
literally,
shit, man.
literally might not never get back. It's
That's a hard pill to swallow, bro.
bro, it's crazy. But you know they in
Crazy as
Indiana
fuck.
they go treat them like superstars because they gave them something they ain't had in 20 something years. Well, away from the NBA, Travis Hunter has finally signed his deal. 4 years,
Come
four
on,
years, 46 million, 30 million.
guaranteed,
Yeah, 46
guaranteed.
guaranteed, 30 million as soon as he put his name on the paper.
Come on,
Bro,
come
just
on.
imagine that, bro. You're a rookie and
Wasn't the top?
your first check is 30 million.
Yeah,
Bro, I couldn't imagine. Like, and then like the Jet
30. Damn, there's a 20 some year old. Well, he's like 22, 21,
21 because he
22.
graduated a year early. Yeah,
21 with 30 M's.
he woke up this morning with 30,
He got more M's
and
than
you
your
know he was already
age.
getting money from NIL, but he woke up this morning with
Come
30
on.
million extra dollars in his account.
Come on, bro. Like it's
It's
there.
there, like,
He ain't suited up for a real football game or nothing yet.
and the Jaguars posted, we have officially signed wide receiver Travis Hunter, and then immediately posted after that we have officially signed cornerback Travis Hunter.
That's hard.
I
That's
think
hard.
like
That's
of
hard.
course they picked Travis for his skill, but like it's a business too. Like they know he finna bring them the big funds because I believe
Yeah.
I
Oh
believe
yeah.
he got the number one selling jersey over the entire period of jersey sales. Probably not currently because it's back ordered. Like I'm sure people skipping over it because it's not in stock. But I know over time he
Mm.
is number one. Yeah, I checked. I was looking. But yeah,
Yeah, I want one of
but
them. I ain't
yeah, I
gonna
think
lie.
like they just had like the crazy big size the last time I checked. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm.
90s jersey.
You got to get like 3, 4 X large. But
Right.
now, yeah, man, that's gonna be a big move. Which position you think he'll be better at? Like if you coach him right now, what's your focus with Travis Hunter?
I would say defense only because like, I feel like defense really changed games. And like when it come down and you needed a big play for a win, it's gonna probably be on defense. And uh,
Man,
but still that boy, the ball find him, he can make some plays on offense
man,
though.
only reason I put
If I had to pick, it'd be defense, but I wouldn't make him
yeah,
pick.
only reason I would pick offense is because Brian Thomas Jr. on the other side.
Yeah.
But like you said, you put him on either way, he gonna make plays. He gonna find the ball on the offensive side or the defensive side. Like he really is.
They just gotta have some packages for him.
Yeah. And Shams just tweeted the Dallas Mavericks have given Daniel Gafford a 3-year contract worth nearly $60 million.
Mm.
Man, AD finally got him a center to play with, so that makes sense. Oh, I didn't even think about them next year. Like
Stephen A. has love there. He think they gonna really be something for real.
they stay healthy, they gonna be something.
Oh, they can for
And
sure.
but like my curiosity is very high on what the Lakers ownership want to do now.
Man, when we get that big man,
Now I
oh,
heard I think it was Nightcap, and they were saying Jaren Jackson Jr.
yeah, I think it was first take. Boy, if we can get him, boy, it's over for some of y'all ass,
Some
boy.
nah, bro. I
Good.
think if they can have a collective amount of pieces around them three, if that was to happen, Luca. and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Man, that's nasty. That's
First,
sick.
he can block, he can score on his own, and he's a lob threat,
Boy, give me 20 if he
right?
gonna
And
hit
he a
now.
lob threat, and that's what Luca love. Luca love it.
X.
So
X.
point guard, small
Yes.
forward, and
Man,
center.
we can get that.
I mean,
Man, we can
of
get
course,
that.
you don't want to trade Austin Reeves, but if you want a star,
Nah, I
if you
don't,
want a
but
star, you got to trade Austin Reeves. At this point,
in this position,
right?
I
And
do it.
then I
Yeah.
believe they said Dalton Connect in the draft pick. Dalton lost his spot. I mean,
That shit's sad because I
definitely,
hosted a boy.
he liked that in my opinion. Like, of course, he still
Yeah.
has to develop, but yeah, get him out of here for that. That that team can
X.
compete with anybody, right?
Sorry,
That
buddy.
team can compete with anybody.
What? Man,
And then
shit.
it still goes to the point like you got to put if that does happen, you got to keep the pieces around or get certain pieces around them, man. They got ownership that's willing to sign a check to win.
That's what I'm saying. So don't tell me I'm gonna have a good year.
But you got to think about it,
Course,
like,
start off real
do
wrong.
they want to spend 100 million to win? An extra 100 million.
I do. With this owner,
Right,
hell yeah.
right, right. And I forgot.
Yeah, that's like 100. That's like an extra
Right.
$1,000. He like,
And
man,
and
come
even
on.
then, if you bring in someone like Jaren Jackson, and it's of course they probably sell out most of the time anyway. Ticket prices probably go up with just Luka and Braun. So then you add him in, or somebody of that stature,
Mhm.
in jersey
Mhm.
sales.
So if that's a serious like conversation going on right now, man, they
Oh
gotta
yeah, they
entertain
definitely
it
got to
for
entertain
real.
it. And you
I
were
like
saying
that.
it might be a good year for you in sports. I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm not sure if it's Panthers fans or not. At this point, my TikTok is all like sports and news and shit. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, the Panthers are gonna win the division. Panthers gonna be what? How many games in the season? 18? I think I seen
Uh-huh.
somebody say 10-8. I seen somebody say like 11-7. Like I'm a, a part of me.
No. And you know the world be hating on us, Joe. Every team hate us, boo. Not even near Carolina, and they just hate us. They be hating on us hard,
Crazy, you gonna get on? You gonna get on the pod?
hard.
I feel like, how you get in here? But now, I think the Panthers, the offense, at least we know is solid. JC Horn just got his deal.
You know he gonna step it
But
up
yeah,
even
yeah,
more.
they definitely got they got the talent. And then the division is kind of you don't know who gonna do
That's what
what.
I'm saying.
Like honestly, y'all
All
look the most ready for the season. The most definitely
improved for
most improved.
sure.
I'm curious to see what the Bucks gonna do.
Yeah, I'm happy for my boy Shiloh. So I want him to have a field day if they let him play and get on that field, but just not against
Oh
us.
yeah, who was he with the other day? Oh, he was with Ric Flair. Ric Flair was talking about how he was gonna be great. You see that? That he was
Nah, I
saying
see that.
just like father like son. He was with Ric Flair in Tampa Bay.
Come
He was
on
out
now.
eating or whatever.
Say that. Say that.
All right, stepping out the sports world. Iran, Israel, United States. Man, there's been a lot going on in that situation. As you know, the United States bombed 3 nuclear sites of Iran. They,
Nobody
yeah,
got
they
hurt.
said they were successful. I don't know how successful they were. Iran says they already moved the stuff ahead of time. Like even
But do you believe him?
they probably could just for the simple fact that Trump talked so much. And I know they were saying
Yeah.
like the Pentagon, they sent a diversion because they felt like Iran could get the jump on us because Trump was talking. Like when he told everybody to evacuate, that's kind of telling y'all what I'm finna do. But
Right.
of course, Iran continued their war on Israel and vice versa. Um, Iran shot missiles at United States military bases,
Around them. Yeah, that's crazy to
and
me, bruh.
it's crazy.
Like,
It's crazy because they
yeah.
said they let people in Qatar know they was finna do it. So it was like they were pretty much saying it was like more for show than oh yeah we finna We finna fuck shit up essentially. Like we were warned about the situation. And of course, you know, they're saying that we should expect sleeper cells to wake up in the United States. I know they said DC, New York, and Los Angeles would probably be major targets. They were saying also it's a
Jeez.
potential of cyber attacks that could be shutting down power grids or whatever. But like as far as uh missiles or anything, they can only hit what's around them. They can't do nothing to us essentially. And they were saying like Russia and China's involvement was more verbal than action. And also
Okay.
the one thing I would say us as Americans on American soil we have to worry about is, at least from what I've read and what I heard, is a potential cyber attack, sleeper cells, and gas prices.
All scared of me.
Because they were saying like
All these gas.
Iran is in control of one area where 25% of the world's oil goes through.
Uh.
And
Sheesh.
I know today Trump, they said Trump was like don't play into the hands. People already raising gas prices or whatever, but essen- essentially if they
Shit.
shut down that location, then gas prices are gonna go crazy. It's
Man, these leaders be doing too
be
much,
doing too. They
man.
hurt their people more than they know it. And it's still
Like,
to the point where like more and more I'm starting to see that those videos surface of Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, saying for the last 20 years that they this close to building a bomb.
yeah, and everybody making jokes about that shit now. I'm like, but shit, even if they lie, I don't. One day they're gonna be
Yeah,
telling the truth.
yeah. And especially to a country
Like,
that says death on United States, death on Israel. Like I guess you gotta take that risk. And then it's like
uh.
Iran, like the people don't agree with the leadership in Iran. But once the US did what they did, the people were out on the streets back in their country.
For
It's
sure.
like it's kind of like a lose-lose. And I would say, in my opinion, everybody's saying like Israel brought us into it. My honest opinion is United States used Israel to be able to do what we did. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. Because early on,
I know how they are there.
they took out a lot of Iran's defense systems, and then after that, it was just back and forth, and then we come in and supposedly blow up their 3 nuclear sites.
You think they ain't get it for real,
Well,
Jeff?
Iran said they moved the stuff. I don't know how true that is, of course,
Right.
but
I hope they did hit the motherfuckers. And they ain't hurt nobody. They just got rid of the
yeah,
nukes. I ain't mad at that
nobody got
part.
hurt in either Iran shooting at us or us shooting at them or dropping bombs on them.
That's what I'm saying.
Trump came out and said Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear sites with a very weak response, which we expected and have very
That
look, he
bitch.
said, and have very effectively countered. There have been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down, and one was set free because it was headed in a non-threatening direction. I am pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they've got it all out of their system, and there will hopefully be no further hate.
Hey, yo. Trump, dog, bruh. They got it out their system. How you know they
and,
got it out their
and
system,
then he
bruh?
said,
Like,
I want to
you
thank
childish.
Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My thing is a couple things.
Sound like this.
The hate part. No further hate.
Like, how, bruh? He not realistic at
Then he
all.
said, what he say, perhaps Iran can now proceed in peace and harmony in the region.
Like, bro, what?
Um, I think if they would have stopped, it would just be for financial reasons, bro. Like if Iran was to not do anything else, it'd be financial reasons. They're making it
Yeah,
sound.
but I don't think they
Nah, me
done.
neither. And they're making it sound like the attempts in Qatar today were publicity stunts.
Yeah, right.
I mean, but if you telling me that you finna shoot missiles at this location, and that's what actually you actually do, then making it sound like a publicity stunt, it sounds kind of true. But
Man, they are internet thugs, him and Trump. Like, it's what they do, man. They going on there just like these white ends telling their business, getting caught up and shit. putting out real information, what they really gonna do. Like they YNs, bruh. They ain't thinking about nobody else. Like this
And
shit
then
crazy.
even the other night after the bombs, he let me see, he said congratulations to our great American warriors. There's not another military in the world that can do what we have done. Now is the time for peace. Bro, you just bombed three supposedly nuclear sites, and then you saying it's time for peace. That's like
Like what? How did
that's like
that
if I come
work?
shoot at your house, don't hit nothing, or don't really affect you too much,
I showed y'all what we can. I showed y'all what we can
and then
do,
I'd be like,
but I ain't really hurt nobody. So none of shit over with. And y'all can find peace now. Y'all don't gotta like. Come on, bro. That's not
it's
how
not
it
how it
works.
work, bro. Like them people pissed, bro.
Like he knew it wouldn't work like that if the roles was
I think
reversed.
like because the strength of our military and his mental, it's like we can bully whoever. It's how he feel.
Yeah, that is how he
And even
feel.
then, he did it illegally. He didn't go through Congress or nothing like that. He actually said, "Fuck it, I'm finna
Yeah,
hit the switch."
I seen that. And his Republicans, some of them was
Yeah,
mad about
I
that.
think 55 Democrats came out. One Congresswoman said that he should be impeached for it, which it is an offense that could have him impeached. But you know how it's going. The Republicans running everything.
I about to say he been a piece of part, but
Right, the
ain't that
Republicans
happened?
run everything right now. All right, from the war to the Diddy trial, Diddy's lawyers aren't calling any witnesses to testify on his behalf. Like, who,
I don't think he can.
who's gonna be able to testify? Stevie J.
Right,
Like,
right.
he can't be Kanye
Okay.
because apparently they trying to say he had a part in one of them. Like, even though Diddy wasn't a part of it, but bro, there's nobody gonna get on that stand, destroy their lives, backing somebody that's gonna be convicted.
Oh
Right? Come on,
no.
bro. There's
Nah.
no way. I'm not finna get on that stand. And they should know this because everybody turned their back on him already before any of the real reports came out.
Oh yeah. Right. So
They
you
turned their
know.
back on him off of domestic violence. Nothing to do with his court case.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna testify for him.
But I think the most recent thing was the drug mule, which we spoke of on the last episode, and then like it's just been like summary witnesses since, pretty much continuing to tell the jury different things. Like I know they were saying like they're going to give the jury Friday. They should be giving their sheets to deliberate on to say what he's convicted
Mm.
of because they're expecting it to end Thursday or early Friday. And the
Ooh,
sex
ooh.
trafficking is Cassie and Jane. I'm not sure why the actual sex workers aren't documented for sex trafficking, or those were the ones that were moved. But I mean, the women were moved too. Um,
Hey, yeah,
yeah.
but
So sex trafficking is a definite. Bribery is a definite. Arson, I think that's gonna be jurors' opinion. But like, I saw somebody saying like, are they gonna just take the officer's word? They saw the bad boy truck pull off and then go back by when they were leaving.
they could. They could. They know how people believe in officers and
Right.
stuff like that. So they could.
But
They definitely could.
bro, no witnesses, bro, nobody.
Nah, I knew that though.
And of course, he's not testifying, which
Think he should.
only for like to like put it on trauma or something like that.
You think he would do something like that though? I don't
No,
see
because
Diddy like saying like, "Oh, I
I
did
think
it."
if he got on that stand, they'll provoke him and he'll fuck himself up worse. Yeah,
Think so? You don't think he could play a role?
because it's like his life in danger, bro. Like it could be over. So like,
I think he'd get a bit on that love shit.
but at the same time, he gotta he gotta play the trauma card.
But how you play the trauma card without somewhat admitting
Exactly.
to this shit?
And then
You know what I
and
mean?
then he'll probably get to the point where he Nino Brown. He just starts screaming our names,
That'd be funny. I want to see that
bro. I
though.
feel like
Call their asses out if it's true.
I feel like
Shit.
it's gonna happen after he's sentenced. Something crazy is gonna happen. But yeah, they should be deliberating starting Friday, or if not Friday, Monday. I saw that they said it's a potential for a superseding indictment to add more conspirators, more co-conspirators to it. They were
Damn.
saying Fahim, the main security guy. I think D-Rock name came up. His name was mentioned a lot throughout the case. But they were saying it's a potential that Christina Cole not the only co-conspirator to go down for this.
Mm.
Yeah, man, his life over, bro. Like, no,
We
no
knew
matter
it,
how much
Diddy.
time he get at his age, they done already took everything from him. They more than likely gonna take all his assets, all his money, cars, homes, everything. And unless somebody got his back when he get out, he gonna be a regular person. He gonna have to sell his store.
Somebody gonna give him something, but still, he's gonna be so old. Ain't even gonna
I
matter.
think he's 55. So if he do 15, that's 70. But
Man,
like,
he doing more than that. He
oh
gonna do at
yeah,
least
he
20.
probably do about 25 because it's multiple counts for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like trafficking of Cassie and Jane, I think it's like 2 a piece for both of them. Cause like you gotta think he was trafficking in California. I believe California, Miami, and New York. It might have just been California and New York, but it's multiple charges.
I think it is. I think I did say something about
It's
Miami.
multiple charges for pretty much everything. Um, and I forgot the kidnapping situation because he forced Capricorn Clark to go to Kid Cudi house at gunpoint.
So if he get convicted for that, then they got to say that he actually did the little
But it was
bombing
2
thing.
different instances.
Yeah. I
That
forgot.
was
Yeah.
that
You
was
right.
the
You
break
right. You
in.
right.
So
Yeah, with the dog
bribery,
and all that.
kidnapping, and sex trafficking are definite. You only need 2 Puerto Rico. We about to lose
Jeez.
we
Oh,
losing a
with buddy.
legend of a former legend.
Yeah.
But you know,
Nah, they ain't no
yeah,
around it, but just a
right.
bad one.
But yeah, this was the impromptu show because of course the Thunder pulled away with the championship. SGA, of course, regular season MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP,
Champions.
NBA Finals MVP. So I think that's it for tonight. Gaffer got his
Yeah.
big deal.
We'll get back to it.
And of course the KD trade was and Travis Hunter contract was pretty much the big news just to get through. Um yeah, I believe that's it for tonight. Normally we don't do Monday nights. But yeah,
Right.
that's all I got for you tonight, man.
Hey man, before we go, we know we gotta start watching more WNBA
Yes, sir.
games,
And that's
man.
exactly what I was gonna say too.
We breaking that
Yeah,
down,
cause
man. With the same passion we doing the NBA, so we gotta watch the game so we
right.
can really
And
talk.
everybody else finna
And
get quiet, so this our time to take over.
yeah, fast and keep up with the camps and
Yeah.
all that. So yeah, man, we'll get back to it. We gonna stay on it. Ain't nothing gonna
Yeah,
stop.
I'm guessing we get back to it on Thursday.
Yeah,
So
that'll
we
be
can get
perfect.
some
And if something crazy happen out of the blue, we'll probably do it Wednesday. But like right now, yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Well man, until then, be blessed. Be a blessing to
Come on.
someone else. Love those who
Yeah.
love you and attempt to love those that don't. Just remember, like everybody going through something. A simple "How you doing" might change somebody's day.
Come on.
With that, man, that's it,
Come
man.
on now. All right, my brother. You know I'm gonna hit you
Yes,
up. I'm gonna
sir. Till
check on you.
Thursday night. That's it.
All right. Peace.